the city lights, got an umbrella over your head. It starts to rain, it starts to rain, and I'm just standing here watching the water on the window pane. And I used to want to wander, but now I know you're the only one I need in this world, in this silly little world, in this world that we call ours. You're the one with the genuine smile. I would walk all the miles to see you if we were on Mars. Each of us are waiting, 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 waiting out there. We can go anywhere, 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 anywhere but here, but here.
Oh, we're rolling. Well, hello there. My name's Richard Tichelman, and I'll be running today's Ria show. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it today. Our guest star will be Ria Jade, by the way. Welcome, Ria.
Oh, that was fun. That's, I think, my favorite way that we've ever opened the show here on eveRIAthing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely a familiar face if you've been watching us for some time. He's been in a lot of our events, and he's also our second place winner for the Star Experience. He's a seasoned singer, songwriter, musician, and also, as you guys could tell, a host. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Richard Tichelman. Yay! Hi, Richard. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think you did a lovely job as a host, by the way.
Oh, I thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So I know that you're a very well-traveled performer. I know you've been to Toronto and basically everywhere. Your guitar case has all the places that you've been to. What are the best experiences that you've had outside of BC?
I honestly couldn't say. There's just so many. I mean, going to Toronto, first there was the Next Star. That was amazing. The people I met and everybody on the show was just so cool. And then the last time I was there, just the people I was working with and everybody who was there was just absolutely amazing. It gets better every time. Honestly, I should just probably live out there.
Yeah, for sure. And given a chance, if you could live in any city to pursue your career, would it be Toronto or anywhere else?
I mean, I don't want to stray too far from my parents because I love them. Oh. And they've been there for me. And I got my momager, so...
Yeah, Kris Jenner's of the world unite.
I mean, anywhere I go, I'll probably drag him along with me.
Yeah,
but
drag.
Toronto, no. I don't know. They'll be in a blimp somewhere. Yeah. With me.
So, as a songwriter, do you remember how old you were when you wrote your first song and maybe what it was about?
That would have been late grade 9. I was sitting in our TV room and I was just strumming a few chords and I was like, that sounds cool. I like that. It was kind of like a rainbow, it just goes through different phases.
Yeah, definitely. I love it though. That's good that so it sounds like you've, it wasn't too long ago that you started it. That's awesome. Oh. Yeah, definitely. And you're 16 now, right?
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. Sweet 16. On the road, driving, yeah. Oh my God, I remember I saw your Instagram post when you just got your L with songs at Rockstar.
Yeah.
That was great. That was perfect. So speaking of, rock stars, rockstar life, your guitar is pretty much your best friend, your companion.
Yeah.
What do you love so much about your guitar and being able to play guitar?
I find I express myself through music. Just this year I started learning about theory and going in depth with guitar. And I find it amazing how everything ties together, everything from hip hop to jazz to blues to rock to classical to opera. Everything comes together in some way, shape, or form. And it's its own ecosystem. It's like a tree. Everything comes down to the trunk. I find it just fascinating how everybody can be so different. You could have somebody who's coming from the ghetto and then a jazz musician from anywhere, from Toronto. You put them together and they could be making the same style of music because you're mixing, you're composing, everything is coming together. And for me, with my guitar, I really like to bring all the aspects I can into one and embracing the community. That's why I really like to play through pop, rock. I do a little bit of, actually no, I think I did one R&B song, it was Bruno Mars.
Nice.
And I just really like expressing myself and telling the community how I feel.
Definitely, I definitely agree that like music is used as like a universal language for everyone. Doesn't matter where you come from, what language you speak, who you are. Like in a way, everyone understands and can connect with it. You don't need to understand the language it's in. You can feel the emotion that's there. I think that's what's so beautiful about it. So aside from music and hosting, you are still in school, and I also know that you're a model. Oh my God, that's awesome! I can see in the the fabulous hair, those cheekbones. That was like my first impression of you. I was like, that kid got some cheekbones. I have mine are non-existent. So if you could share some of your cheekbone tips with me, that would be great. So how do you find all the time to be able to manage your school, your music, and modeling?
You don't. It's I don't know how our car doesn't run out of gas. It's kind of, my parents, they're really my driving force, and hence the pun, driving force. But it's really just dedication. I mean, sometimes in school you struggle a little bit, but everybody has phases like that, and you can't stop it, unfortunately. But you just got to really put your mind to it and separate the things that don't matter and just narrow down on the things that you really need to get done. So if I have a gig coming up, yes, I'm going to practice. I'm going to do an hour or two of practicing. Then I'm going to go down and do some homework. And then with modeling, I don't know, I just do what I do best.
Yeah, flash some cheekbones, reflect with the highlight, right? Yeah, flip the hair, You've always had great hair. That's another first impression that I had. I wish my hair looked like that.
Well, thank you.
We can exchange hair tips later.
I'd be happy to shave your head if you want.
I'm thinking one strike on the middle. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, the scene from The Grinch,
Yeah, the scene from The Grinch. You see, great minds think alike, right? So, of all of the contests that you joined, I know you've joined a lot and you've won a lot too. What do you think was the most challenging experience that you had with contests, and why?
With contests, I'd say my most challenging experience was my first one. Because when you first start off, you have all your family going, oh, you're so good, and everybody's so supportive. And then the first one that you go into, the judges actually will critique you. They go, I think you could do better at this. And the first time I heard that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Everybody's telling me I'm amazing. And that's like, and then you start hearing people going, I think this could be a little bit better, or you could improve on this. And it's taken me a little while to actually take that and put it to use and go, okay, so I have something to work on now, something to work for the next time. And every contest I go into, if I don't make it to the finals, I'll go, okay, so what did I do wrong? What can I improve? And they'll tell me, I'll go, okay, so this is what I need to work on. For the next year, I'll come in, and if I don't make it again, I'll go, okay, so did I improve? Did I succeed your expectations? And they go, yes. Is there anything I can improve upon? And they'll go, I think you could do a little bit better with this, or maybe your tempo is a little bit off. This year I really got it. It was my mom, well, everything she's been saying to me over the years just kind of hit me in the head, and I was kind of, I just really got to hunker down and listen to what people are saying. And it's not always what you want, but what people have to say is going to change.
Definitely. I think that's the big thing that I noticed with you too, because when I first saw you at Teen Fest, oh my God, that was like so long ago, like even way, way, way before the Star Experience happened. And then I saw you at like, I think 2 more Teen Fests after that, and then through the Star Experience, and then the events after Star Experience. Every single time I've seen you, you're always improving, and I was just like, yeah, Team Cheekbones, like you got this, It was so great.
Congratulations, Richard.
Bags and I'm ready to go. Got my strap on my shoulder, standing at the door. Said goodbye to Mom, shook my father's hand, and thanks to my sister for the good times we've had. So write them letters,
'cause I'll respond. And no, I'm not gone, I'll be back when you want. Walk down the street with my head held high and my heart on my sleeve. No, I'm not gonna cry. Have a family that loves me and I love them. Be my moral support and my driving force. When I come home, I'll have a story to tell of the places I've been and the depths I felt. Because the ocean is my front door, the forest is my home, the mountains are my backyard where I belong. Climbed 1,000 trees, sailed the 7 seas. Nothing can conquer me if I believe.
So, clearly you're a very good performer. That's the thing that really stood out to me. And that gets you places for sure. I know that because of your talent and your abilities, you were able to open for Aaron Pritchett. That's pretty exciting. So tell me a little bit more about what that was like.
Aaron Pritchett, he's a really neat guy, I will admit that. There was the night after I came first in that competition, and I got to perform at the club next door to the Phoenix. And they're telling me, oh, there's a surprise. There's a surprise here. And I was like, oh, well, what's the surprise? Is it like candy? Is there a mule?
Yeah.
Like, what's the surprise? And then I saw Aaron Pritchett and his son get out on stage, and I was kind of like, that's really neat. And I'd never seen them live before, and I'd never heard too much of their stuff. And then when I saw them playing, I was like, this is so cool. They're so happy, and just being backstage with them, warming up and goofing around. They're just such happy people. And that's where I want to be. And really, I think having just talks of how they got there and what he wanted to originally, and then how he got into country, really got me thinking of this is what I want to do. This is where I can go. I can do something with this and put it to good use. So I found it very beneficial to meet those people.
Yeah, very good, very inspiring. And I think you're definitely on your way to inspiring other people too. And what about your experience with Emerson Drive? What was that like?
Emerson Drive, those guys are quite the people. They're talking about being on the road. They're talking about just jamming out in the bus. And they're just all about good times and just having friends and embracing the moment. And it was so cool to see that some people aren't just stuck up in that, oh, we got to go here, we got to do this, oh, we got to do this song, and it's got to be this way, and oh, we got to one-up these people. They're just, let's have fun.
Living in the moment.
Yeah, let's just hit the stage,
Yeah.
Right? It was really cool meeting them.
That's how it should be, definitely.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about teamwork, bands and stuff, tell me a little bit more about your band 50/50.
Oh my gosh.
Is this going to be quite a story?
Oh, good times. Okay. That was grade 8.
Yeah.
My friend, he's actually across the street. His garage is parallel to mine. And they moved from South Africa to Canada. And I went over to his house for the first time, and I was like, oh, you have drums, do you play? He's like, yeah, I play drums. I was like, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, it's cool. I play drums. I'm awesome. Drummers are really cool, by the way. I really like drummers.
Yeah.
And then later that year, a guy from Scotland moved in. And everybody was crowding around. I'm like, oh, say tomato. Do you say potato? And he's like, no. And Danny, he came up to me. He was like, bud, you got to meet this guy. He's so cool. I was like, okay. So he introduced me to him, and from there, friendship grew. And then there's another guy, our bass player. Unfortunately, he left the next year. And we all just kind of bonded, and we all played rugby together. So that was also another force that really kept us together. And 50/50, although we might have not been the best band out there, we were definitely one of the closest ones I know of, and we're still super tight. You know, they make me smile, and I love them. I love them so much. Unfortunately, we've all kind of gone our own ways. I had to drop rugby due to an injury. So they've both dedicated themselves to rugby and work, and I've kind of gone to the music side, so we've kind of gone a little bit polar with that. But we still see each other, we still jam out, and they're so supportive. There's not a minute that has gone by where they've gone, oh, you're doing that song, or oh, why are you doing that? And they're always there for me. They have my back, and I have theirs, and it's, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Bro TP. That makes me so happy. The romances that are formed. You know, that's true. It's like when you're in the music industry and you meet people who are in the same industry as you, whether it's like through competitions, through bands, you always form these really close friendships that you like can have for a lifetime, right? And that's what's great is that the fallout, like even if things split up, things are still good. And it's good to see how supportive they are of you too, you know, and there's no like jealousy or anything. That's really important.
At sunrise I must go. I have a forest to run. It's my kingdom come. I have places to be and people to see. I'm like Indiana in a cabin looking for a skull. Out here I am a king. No one can tell me 'cause I know everything.
Now that you've been on both sides, from being both a bandmate and being a soloist, which one do you like more and why?
For me, I'd love to have a band. I mean, I miss it. It's
Yeah.
so much fun just because
So
of the
alive,
camaraderie.
right?
And it's
Yeah.
not just, I mean, it's not that it's lonely on stage, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes
It's different.
you're going around and you're kind of, there's nobody up here, you know? It's just
nobody
me.
to jam out with on stage. Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of like being in your room, just pounding them tunes.
Pounding them tunes,
You
I like
know?
that. I like that. Pounding them tunes, yeah. Tunes, I don't know what kind of accent that was.
Tunes, I'm from Saskatoon.
That's good too. That's great, yeah. So like, you know, speaking of pounding them tunes and, you know, performing to the public, jamming out with the crowd, what is it that you like so much about performing in public?
It gives me a feeling nothing else does. I'm playing rugby. I remember scoring my first try and coming off the field, and I've been playing rugby ever since I was 5.
Wow.
Yeah, but I remember scoring it, and I ran off the field, and I was like, Dad, I scored my first try, and it was the coolest feeling. The moment was there, and then I got in the car, and then you get home, you tell your mom about it, and then you go to sleep, you wake up, and that was in the past, right?
Yeah.
But with performing, I mean, I wake up the next day, and I'm still radiant. You see people clapping, you see people dancing, people are singing along, there's kids just going along. Sometimes you're at the beach, people are dropping money, and you're making people smile.
Yeah, it's nice when you are able to make a positive impact on a complete stranger's life. I definitely agree. Like, it's such an inspiring feeling that you get, right? After performances, it's like, even when one's done, you just want to go and do everything else, right?
Cause the ocean is my front door, the forest is my home, the mountains are my...
Hey guys, welcome back to eveRIAthing. Hey guys, welcome back to eveRIAthing. Once again, we have the wonderful Richard Tichelman.
Where to hide, that's
Anything,
Whatever
the
pops
first
to
thing
your
that,
head.
okay.
Yeah, it can be the most like irrelevant thing. Doesn't matter. Are you ready for this? All right, 30 seconds. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
3 things that you will achieve in 2016 are:
Banana, orange, and apple.
I can't dance in a crowd because
Nicolas Cage.
the street is a romantic scene because
Bandana.
I must have my teddy bear tonight because
Flowers.
rats are amazingly.
Talented.
I love my fans because
Ria.
I will wear cowboy boots too.
School.
My favorite food when I am writing a song is.
Wood.
Oh, we finished the last 2. I love climbing trees because
George.
skydiving is.
Shrinks.
Yay! So basically what's happening is, since this is our Valentine's episode, we thought we would make it love themed. We're going to be singing improvised love songs. What we have here is, what is it? A scenario. So Rich has a starting scenario and I have a starting scenario. And you can sing the song in whatever genre you like, but there's 2 lines per scenario. And in my hands, I have the other scenarios that I'm going to surprise Rich with, and he has to make it seamless. So that's pretty exciting. Are you ready? All right. Do you want to tell us first what your initial scenario is?
It is. This is very typical. You're walking on a sidewalk by a very busy street. Okay. Oh my gosh. Was waiting for the bus. Sitting on a bench. There were crickets on the floor. Losing my mind over you is all I'm good for. And Abu from the movie Aladdin came up to me, whoa, and he said, remember in the past, it's a good thing that we can be. So jump on the rope and yeah, have fun. Socks aren't matching, but we don't care. Hearts are melting. Yeah, we're on the sun, and ice cream parlors don't exist. Oh gosh, this is great.
I'm terrified now. Okay, my scenario to start off with is I am climbing a rocky mountain. Why do you have the easy one? Okay.
I'm on a rocky road.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh! Climbing on a mountain to our love, making mac and cheese so I can live. You got beautiful eyes, I see, and a moth with broken wings flies up above me, looking through the mirror, sitting in the air with this hole in my shirt. I wonder if I look like broken glass to you, but I'm dreaming that this could work, 'cause baby, we're just fish in the aquarium, not fish in the sea. You and me.
Do I look like broken glass? What?
Rich and I have prepared 10 lines from love songs that the other person does not know, and we have to whisper them or say them while the other person is listening to really loud music, and we have to lip read and guess what they're saying. So we have 10 of those. That's pretty exciting. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. We're going best of 2? Best of 3? What's happening?
Okay, best out of 3. Best out of 3. Okay. You light up my world like nobody else.
Power like nobody?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, you.
You?
Light.
You're the sun.
You light.
You're the light.
Yeah, you light up.
The light up in the sky.
You light up my world.
You're the light up. You light up my heart.
My world.
You light up my world.
Yeah, like.
What? You light up my world
Like.
today, tonight?
Like.
They.
Oh, like.
That.
Like.
The. Ne. L.
Yeah, like.
L.
Like.
You light up my life.
No, my world.
You light up my
World.
world.
Yeah, like.
Love.
Like.
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 You light up my world like
Nobody.
nobody else.
Yeah! There we go. Okay.
Believe me when I tell you, I'll never do you no harm.
What?
Believe me.
Forgive me.
Believe me.
Leave me.
Close. Believe me.
Believe me.
Yeah. When I tell you.
When I tell you,
Good. Believe me when I tell you.
we'll be together.
Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you.
Storybook.
What have I done? Okay. Believe me when I tell. Okay. Believe me
Believe me when I tell you
that I'll.
that I
That I'll. I.
that I
L.
love
No. I. L.
Loser.
No. Believe me when I tell you.
Believe me when I tell you
I'll never do you no harm. I'll never.
that I'll never. Okay. That I'll never leave you.
I'll never do you no
I'll never
harm.
lose you.
I'll
Believe me when I tell you I'll never
do you no harm. So do you.
shoot you in the arm. That's very, very mean.
Do.
To you.
Do.
You.
D.
Do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do.
I'll never do you no harm.
Yeah.
I'm just standing